Welcome to Rensselaer County Legislature. I apologize for the delay. Our schedule shifted a little bit, a couple of different things we had to deal with. But what we're going to do first is we're going to do presentations. From time to time, we want to recognize groups and individuals in our community who have made significant contributions to the county and their communities. So there are three this evening. The first one is P 11922, which is a resolution commending Dave Gray and recognizing April 2022 as National Donate Life. Could the presenter please come down? Are they here? Yes, come on down, dude. We have a presentation from our legislators, Huffman, Bailey, Fiacco, and Grant.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. We have a resolution commending Dave Gray and recognizing April 2022 as National Donate Life Month. Whereas National Donate Life Month was established by Donate Life America and its partnering organizations in 2003 and is celebrated every April, and whereas National Donate Life Month is an entire month of local, regional, and national activities to help encourage Americans to register as organ, eye, and tissue donors, and to celebrate those that have saved lives through the gift of donation, such as Dave. Whereas this year the theme is B-E-E, a donor. And whereas Donate Life America was inspired by the vital role that bees play in sustaining life. Bees are a small but powerful life force working together with dedication, collaboration, and a strong sense of community, just like we do here in the Rensselaer County Legislature. And whereas Dave Gray is an organ recipient, receiving the gift of life in the way of a new heart. And whereas, since receiving his new heart, Dave has worked hard to educate and promote Donate Life in Rensselaer County. And whereas, to help raise awareness, Dave decided to paint rocks that have Donate Life on them, along with other messages of hope. And whereas Dave has painted over 600 rocks, spreading these messages of hope and spreading awareness all over the state, driving a total of about 2,000 miles, leaving them at rest areas, on benches, state park benches, and whereas each rock carries the potential to bring awareness and to promote the importance of registering as a donor or considering a living donation. Now therefore be it resolved that the Rensselaer County Legislature does hereby pause in its deliberations to designate April 2002 as National Donate Life Month and commends Dave Gray and encourages others to participate in this life-saving journey. Dave, would you care to say a few words, please? Oh, Leon, sorry, go right ahead. Gee.
So anyways, yeah, I grew up next to this guy. I hung around with his younger brother more. Dave, thank God he didn't have the rocks back then. He probably would have cracked me in the head. We were like the little guys that followed them around. But anyways, I'm proud of what you've done. It's a great thing. And what else can I say? Like, with him and Greg Teal used to smack us around a little bit when we were younger. But anyways, yeah, no, hey, it's an honor to be here for you, and I'm so glad for you, okay? Thank you, okay. Yeah.
Rob, would you like to say anything? Yeah, please go right ahead.
You know, I'm a very grateful, I'm a heart recipient, and it's as simple as I caught a virus in the summer of 2015. I spent 177 days in Westchester Medical. I wound up with a left ventricle assist device, which allowed me to leave the hospital to walk my daughter down the aisle until my heart came. I got my heart 5 months later. I awakened with my daughter in my mind. I volunteered to give others hope. I volunteer for Westchester Medical, live on New York, Donate Life New York State. I'm on the New York State Council with Asia and the Center for Donation and Transplant. I did start that awareness group because I couldn't visit hospitals. I'm up to 1,100 rocks now. We just had one today that started here. It was posted in California, now it just got posted in Vermont, in the same rock, so. And he said his grandmother and his father were donors, which is pretty cool. I've had some posted in Hawaii, all over the country they've been. So I'm very blessed to be here. I do whatever I can do each and every day. I'm living life. I help Asia. I go wherever they tell me to go. Whatever I can do. I love going to the schools, high schools, college. It's tough to get into high schools, but we do as many as we can. I mean, hospitals, nursing schools. I go wherever I can to share my story and educate on organ donation. Rensselaer County, we're really lucky here. We're at 53% registered organ donors, and the national average is 54, so we're really doing good, and we're still moving up the ladder. I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you, everybody. And here's Aisha Tater, the executive director. I wore a mask before the pandemic. During the pandemic, I have zero antibodies.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you to all of the legislators of Rensselaer County here for honoring Dave and for raising awareness about the important issue of organ, eye, and tissue donation. You know, what Dave does every day is so incredibly important because, like he said, you know, one organ donor has the ability to save 8 people's lives and improve and heal the lives of 75 more. So thank you for recognizing him and raising awareness for April, that is Donate Life Month, and giving us this opportunity to talk to you about this very important life-saving issue today. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great to see you.
Congratulations, Dave. Thank you for everything you do. I just want to make a comment to everyone. Dave wouldn't be with us. He wasn't able to get a donated heart. And every year, I donate my time to work with the New York State Sight Society in New York, where we honor family members who have approved or allowed their loved ones who have passed to donate their organs for sight. And I attended a conference and I was in tears listening to the number of people that stood at the podium and said, I couldn't see 2 months ago, and now I can. It's remarkable. I would encourage all of you to attend any of these events when they come up, to be supportive, and most importantly, take your driver's license when first chance you get, and make sure that New York State knows that you too will be willing to donate, because it really is helpful for a lot of people. So thank you very much. The next presentation we have is P 12022, resolution commending firefighter Richard Bellamy for his heroic and life-saving actions. This will be presented by legislators Grimm, Dorn, Fleming, Nichols, Weaver, and Woloszewski. Zalewski.
Yes, I'd like to ask firefighter Bellamy, his friends and family to come down, please. And any other legislator, certainly Bill, come on up, please, or any other legislator who would like to take part in this presentation. Right over here. Those guys will move down for you.
Hi.
I'm harmless. All right, first of all, I'll read the proclamation. It's a resolution commending firefighter Richard Bellamy for his heroic and life-saving actions. Whereas the manner in which a person responds to an emergency can mean the difference between life and death, and is consistent with this sense of this legislative body to recognize and commend heroic life-saving deeds of citizens of Rensselaer County. And attendant to such duty and fully in accord with its longstanding traditions, it is the intent of this legislative body to convey its gratitude to firefighter Richard Bellamy and the Troy Fire Department for their heroic actions that led to saving a life. And on the afternoon of January 24th, 2022, the Troy Fire Department and Troy Police Department were called to the scene of a distressed man at the Troy riverfront who had crossed the railing of the Hudson River and plunged into the water near the Dinosaur Barbecue restaurant. And after a failed attempt to pull the struggling man in with a rope and life-saving device, and precious time being expended to save the individual from below freezing water temperatures, and the fear of hypothermia or worse, the firefighters decided that the best course of action was to have a team member go into the water. And firefighter Richard Bellamy was selected to put on an insulated water rescue suit and was lowered into the river to save the man. He was able to attach him to a harness, and rescuers pulled him out of the water. He was then taken to Samaritan Hospital. And thanks to the Troy Fire Department's quick response and rigorous yearly ice training, the distressed man has been saved. He's recovering and very grateful now. Therefore, be it resolved that the Rensselaer County Legislature pause in its deliberations to acknowledge the outstanding and notable contribution of this individual and his department, who unselfishly placed his own life in jeopardy to protect the life of another. And be it further resolved that the clerk of the legislature hereby is directed to transmit an engrossed copy of this resolution to firefighter Richard Bellamy. So I was chosen to do this because I'm a Rensselaer County legislator, and I'm a retired Troy firefighter. And I've taken part in a couple of water rescues. Actually, never in the freezing as it was in January 22nd. Never that cold, to be honest with you. But I know that the person chosen, and I was in the position a couple times to actually choose the person to jump in the water and make the rescue. And it's a person that I know, or they know, certainly now in the Troy Fire Department, they know to be capable, able, courageous, and have the fortitude to finish the job. It's not based on seniority or who's first in line or anything like that. They choose the person who they believe is the best person to do the job, and that's Richard Bellamy. We do this because of people in Rensselaer County that we can be proud of, that have done esteemable acts. And this certainly is an esteemable act. The people of Rensselaer County should be proud of Richard Bellamy and the Troy Fire Department. And I'm sure that the individual who was in the water, is his life saved? Yeah, I would think so. But is his life changed? Absolutely. And I'll tell you from my personal experience that seeing someone like Richard do his job, the careers and the lives of the other firefighters who are on the scene and the police have changed too. We have a ripple effect in the actions we do, and I'd like to commend Richard Bellamy for a very esteemable act, and I'm sure the citizens of Rensselaer County feel the same way. So thank you, Richard. First of all, would any of the other legislators like to say any words? Come in, Bill.
Well, Richard, as a volunteer firefighter for the last 36 years, I have seen the training. We don't have any bodies of water in our territory, so we don't do that rescue. But I will say, I look up to those that do. I spent many years as a chief of my department, and I know just what Mark is trying to say. It takes the special person at times to be able to get in there, get it done, and get back out. So with that, I thank you.
I just want to thank the whole Rensselaer County Legislature for the acknowledgement, and it was a whole platoon effort, but I do appreciate being singled out, and thanks for your support of the entire Troy Fire Department.
I don't know if you ever heard take a picture. Jump in.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Richard, and thank you to you and your family and your fellow firefighters. I just want everybody to think for a moment, when you call for help, when you have summon for someone to come because your life is in danger or at risk, emergency responders are the most significant individuals when they come into your view. You can't wait to see those people. They're heroes. And if you've ever been a victim and you need help, thank God somebody's coming. So thank you, Richard. Thank you. We have one more presentation. This is P 12422, a resolution adjourning March 8th, 2022 legislative meeting in memory of Albert A. Hayner, presented by legislators Bendet, Choquette, and Loveridge. Can you come down? Come on down and bring your family, come on down.
Okay. I'd like to start off by saying I still have my original ad that I put in the Advertiser 40 years ago this coming July. So the Advertiser's been a great way of getting your name out there, telling people what's going on in the community. Some of the changes now, I don't know that we're really happy, but they don't own it anymore. They were smart. And the paper's still important though. As we all know, there's a lot of articles in there about very important things for the citizens of Rensselaer County. So, let's see here. Resolution adjourning the March 8th, 2022 legislative meeting in memory of Albert A. Hayner. Whereas it is customary for this legislative body to pay honor and respect to persons who have had a great impact and influence on the citizens of the county during their time on this earth. We remember with deep respect and admiration the life of an individual whose singular example enriched the lives of his family, friends, and fellow citizens. And whereas attendant to such duty and fully in accord with its long-standing tradition, it is the intent of this legislative body to express sincereness, sorrow upon the death of Albert A. Hayner, which occurred on Saturday, the 29th day of January of the year 2022. And whereas Albert was the son of the late Arthur and Marie Herman Hayner, he was born and raised in the town of Sand Lake, a town he loved and a country he loved. Al was a true patriot, and whereas Al received his associate's degree at Albany Business College and was employed by the Legislative Index Company as an executive, Al began his entrepreneurship at the age of 17 with a family-friendly corner store where people could gather to eat ice cream, and listened to the jukebox. Next, Al established an appliance store, and Al Hayner board storage business. Al founded The Advertiser newspaper, in his home to promote local business. And whereas Al's success was due to the immense pride he took in his work, he was a pillar of his community. He always took the time to make sure the people of his life knew they were important. Tim always seeing the best in people, and whereas Al was a veteran of World War II, where he served as a corporal of the United States Army Air Corps, and whereas Al was a devoted member of Grace Fellowship and never missed a Sunday. He was a believer in divine intervention and considered himself truly blessed. And whereas Al was a boating enthusiast, which I know they have the boating store just all over town now. He bought a whole section now, and in the family, right? He was a boating enthusiast, which his business was very close to Burden Lake. Enjoyed bringing his many loved ones camping every summer in Lake George or taking boat trips up the Mohawk River with friends and colleagues. I was a man of routine, a storyteller, a bearer of wisdom, and always came through for his family and friends. And whereas I will be missed by his family, his loving wife of 58 years, Marilyn, his children, Arthur A., Allison, his grandchildren, Ryan, Lauren, Matthew, Megan, Elizabeth, and Gregory, his great-grandchildren, Isaac, Arlo, Henry, and Eleanor, as well as many friends and colleagues. Sadly, Al was predeceased by his daughter, Arlene. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the members of the Rensselaer County Legislative adjourn this meeting in memory of Albert A. Hayner and extend our deepest sympathy to his family, fully confident that his contributions to this community will live on to serve the legacy to all. And be it further resolved that the clerk of the legislature is hereby directed to transmit a copy of this resolution suitably engrossed to the family of Albert A. Hayner. Allison, thank you. Scotty, you want? Scotty's a new guy to Averill Park. I don't know if you know that.
Well, I can remember meeting Allison and Al the first time. It was really kind of full circle because Leon, Tom, and myself were actually honored for doing a community event, and we had the pleasure of sitting with Al and Allison. And I think the resolution says it best with pillar of the community. He was an extremely generous man. Everybody looked forward to when he donated the boat cruise. And he really was Mr. Averill Park. I mean, many of us stored our boats there or got our boats fixed, etc., and truly was a great man and will be missed. And he really, again, was a pillar of our community. Bob, and you want to say something, Dan?
I just want to say, this is an example of an individual who was loved by everybody, respected by everyone, and he reciprocated that every time you interacted with him. He was involved in a lot of activities where he contributed to the community and in different manners, including financial, some organizations. But he was someone who truly added to Averill Park and made the community what it was. So, thank you for being here.
I knew Mr. Hayner, and I remember when I got in politics 15 years ago, my father was always in politics, and he would always go up there and get a treats to their office. And when I got in there, he said, Dan, when you get in politics, what you got to do, if you're using an advertiser, you got to go up there and visit them once a week and get them some donuts because they're in the middle of nowhere. So that's what I had to do for maybe once every few weeks. I got up there in Averill Park and got some donuts, and everybody there appreciated it. But I knew your father, the whole crew that worked there, congratulations to your father.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Appreciate that. He would be honored. He has a lot.
I just wanted to add that my father was 95 and he was active right up until the last moment. And I saw him like an hour before he dropped dead in the shower. And if he was here, he would be saying, like, don't worry about me, I'm in the spiritual world, and he would want to thank all of you for the community service that you all give so graciously. And he would also want to say that if you're wondering how he got to be 95 and had such a full and lucky life, he would say that it was his positive attitude and thankfulness, gratitude. That was something that he practiced every day, and that I see the members before me here practice as well. So thank you all for your
Thank you to the family members for being here this evening and allowing us to do that presentation. Okay, at this point, I have an announcement. I am not Kelly Hoffman, our chairwoman. She was not able to be with us this evening, so I am Vice Chair Bob Loveridge, and I'll be filling in for our regular meeting, which I'd like to call to order if I could at this time. Please call the roll.
Mr. Bailey? Mr. Bendet? Mr. Cassell? Mr. Choquette? Ms. Doran? Mr. Fiacco? Mr. Fleming? Mr. Grant? Mr. Grimm? Mr. Harrington? Mr. Loveridge?
Here.
Mr. Maloney? Ms. Nichols? Mr. Patiri? Mr. Stahl? Ms. Weaver? Mr. Wysocki? Mr. Zaluski? There are 18 present and 1 absent.
Thank you. Invocation, Mr. Grant.
Grant, O God, that your holy and life-giving spirit may so move every human heart that barriers which divide us may crumble, suspicions disappear, and hatred cease. And our divisions being healed, we may live in justice and peace through our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Mr. Grimm? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Chairman, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the regular meeting, March 8, 2022, and approve the minutes of the commission. Thank you. All in favor? Presentation of petitions,
On file?
presentation of communications,
On file?
reports of commissions,
On file?
departmental reports,
On file?
reports of standing committees,
On file?
local laws.
There's 1 introductory tonight.
Thank you. We'll get into the index of resolutions. First one is a local law.
That's not live tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going to go into the first resolution, which is G 22522.
G 12522, resolution authorizing the purchase of real property and building and the negotiations, execution, and delivery of financing agreement and energy performance contract with Siemens Industry, Inc. for the purchase and improvements of the building and related lease purchase agreements with Siemens Public, Inc. related thereto, Bureau of Central Services. This is introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm. This is as amended in special rules, and it's a roll call vote. Mr. Bailey? Yes. Mr. Bendet?
Yes.
Mr. Cassell? Yes. Mr. Choquette? Yes. Ms. Doran?
Yes.
Mr. Fiacco? Aye. Mr. Fleming?
Chair? Given the fact that we're just provided with the appraisal of the building in question, actually moments ago, less than an hour ago, I'm going to vote no. I don't see that 30 days can make any difference. As far as the execution of this plan, so I'm going to vote no and give us time to digest some of the information that
Thank you.
Mr. Grant?
Aye.
Mr. Grimm?
Yes.
As we discussed in rules earlier, I've heard from a lot of constituents about this. And, you know, we had an informative conversation last week in rules, which I was appreciative of. There's still a lot of information that is missing. We can't find out what the plan is, just as much as the real plan for execution. And I just think we have a great responsibility on our shoulders here moving forward. I think renewing how we do things and where we do things in Rensselaer County is also pertinent to the job that we have here. I agree with Legislator Fleming that you know, this is something that we have more, we can still go forward with, but with hearing from constituents and not getting answers from them, I'm going to vote no.
Mr. Harrington? Mr. Leverage?
I'm going to vote yes. I just want to make a comment that what we are doing this evening is moving forward with the original plan. I, too, in our discussion this evening, realized there are several other things that we still should follow up on, and I think that that's a normal process that would happen right after this. So I'm hoping that the information that you are seeking, we will be able to discover pretty soon. I'm voting yes.
Mr. Maloney? Ms. Nichols? Mr. Patiri? Mr. Stahl? Ms. Weaver?
Not to sound repetitive, but again, I think we just got the appraisals, we haven't even had a chance to look at them. I think this is a lot of money that we're spending, and some of our constituents aren't happy with that, and their county employees aren't happy about maybe having to relocate to East Greenwich, but there's no information given to us as to who's going where, so we have no answers. And at this juncture,
Mr. Wysocki? Mr. Zaluski? 12 ayes, 6 noes.
Thank you. G 12622.
G 12622, resolution confirming the appointment of Linda McMahon as acting probation director, county executive, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
Yes. Sure. Mr. Grant?
There have been so many changes in criminal justice reform and laws over the last year and a half, 2 years or so. Raise the age, quote-unquote, bail reform, discovery reform. We are very, very fortunate to have an experienced person such as Linda McMahon agree to continue as the acting director of probation. She is well known around the state as a widely respected practitioner in criminology and other areas of criminal justice. Public safety is the key issue, I think, in Rensselaer County as it is throughout our state and nation. And we could not have picked a better person than Linda McMahon to continue in her role as probation director of Rensselaer County. I support this, and I thank you again, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. And congratulations. Okay, and thank you for your service. Okay, G 12722.
G 12722, resolution accepting funding from the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget Mental Health, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 12822. Is it? Okay.
G 12822, resolution authorizing and directing the Rensselaer County Chief Fiscal Officer to correct the 2018 through the 2022 tax rolls for the Town of Hoosick Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 12922.
G 12922, resolution amending the 2022 Rensselaer County adopted budget for the Safe Summer New York 2021 Funds Unified Family Services Youth Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Casal, and Nichols.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13022.
G 13022, resolution authorizing a change order for the Fire Training Center, Bureau of Public Safety, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13122.
G 13122, resolution authorizing purchases from County of Saratoga of various highway pavement reclamation contracts, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13222.
G 13222, resolution authorizing contracts for the purchase of liquid bituminous asphalt materials, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, and Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13322.
G 13322, resolution authorizing purchase orders for county guide rail installation, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13422.
G 13422, resolution authorizing a contract for painting of traffic lines, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13522.
G 13522, resolution authorizing contracts for the purchase of drainage pipe, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13622.
G 13622, resolution authorizing contracts for the purchase of gravel and ice control sand, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13722.
G 13722, resolution authorizing renewal of an agreement for the lease of a telecommunication system at the Rensselaer County Courthouse Buildings Department, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 13822.
G 13822, resolution authorizing acceptance of a grant award from the New York State Stop DWI Foundation and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget Stop DWI, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14022.
G 13922, resolution authorizing the purchase of network equipment, Bureau of Research and Information Services, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
Now we'll do G, 14022.
G 14022, resolution authorizing the purchase of a nurse call system and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Grant, Loveridge, Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14122.
G 14122, resolution authorizing contracts to provide personal care services under the expanded in-home services for the elderly program, Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Choquette, Fiaco, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14222.
G 14222, resolution authorizing a contract accepting a grant award from the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Public Defender, Conflict Defender, and County Attorney, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14322.
G 14322, resolution authorizing a contract accepting a grant award from the New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Public Defender, Conflict Defender, and County Attorney, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14422.
G 14422, resolution accepting grant funding from the New York State Department of Health for the Childhood Lead Poisoning Primary Prevention Program Plus and amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Stahl, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14522.
G 14522, resolution authorizing contract with Cornell Cooperative Extension of Albany County Department of Health, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Stahl, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G, 14622.
G 14622, resolution authorizing contract with Troy Rehabilitation and Improvement Program, Inc., TRIP, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Stahl, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 14722.
G 14722, resolution authorizing contract renewal for comprehensive inmate healthcare services, Office of the Rensselaer County Sheriff, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 14822.
G 14822, resolution authorizing the installment of a rooftop bridge to attach 61 State Street to the county server conflict defender, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 14922.
G 14922, resolution authorizing a contract amendment for personal care 1 services, Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Choquette, Fiaco, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15022.
G 15022, resolution authorizing the utilization of the New York State Office of General Services Information Technology Umbrella Contracts Bureau of Research and Information Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15122.
G 15122, resolution transferring 2021 legislative budget balances to be designated for the Rensselaer County Tax Stabilization Fund, Rensselaer County Legislature, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Is that all 6 of you? 12 ayes, 6 noes.
G 15222.
G 15222, resolution amending the 2022 Rensselaer County Budget, Auditor, and Capital Project repairs and improvements to the legislative chambers, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
12 ayes, 6 noes.
G 15322.
G 15322, resolution authorizing the expenditure of funds to the municipalities as part of the household hazardous waste collections events for 2022 environmental management, introduced by legislators Casal, Choquette, and Zaluski.
All those in favor? Yes. Yes, you may.
I just want to say this is a great partnership between the county, the city of Troy, and also the town of Bethlehem. They're all doing household hazardous waste collection. I really appreciate the fact that the city of Troy is getting $32,000 for this program. Great program. Those of us to take advantage of it.
Thank you, Mr. Mizuki. G 15422. Oh,
All in favor?
oh, I'm sorry. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
I'll get this right eventually. All right. G 15422.
G 15422, resolution authorizing contract with Bus Patrol and the Rensselaer County School Districts, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Casal, Bendet, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15522.
G 15522, resolution amending the 2022 adopted Rensselaer County budget and amending a contract for design and construction phase services for the miscellaneous plant improvements and aeration system upgrade projects, Rensselaer County Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15622.
G 15622, resolution authorizing the purchase of kitchen equipment for the new Troy Senior Center Unified Family Services Aging, introduced by legislators Choquette, Fiaco, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15722.
G 15722, resolution amending the 2022 adopted Rensselaer County Budget Board of Elections, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15822.
G 15822, resolution authorizing extension of contracts with New York State Board of Elections and amending the 2022 adopted budget, Rensselaer County Budget Board of Elections, introduced by legislators Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
G 15922.
G 15922, resolution amending contract for broadband services, Bureau of Central Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16022.
P 16022, resolution appointing a member to the Rensselaer County Soil and Water Conservation Board, introduced by legislators Hoffman, Leverage, Harrington, Grimm, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
16 ayes, 2 abstentions. Mr. Patiri and Mr. Wysocki.
P 16122.
P 16122, resolution appointing members to the Rensselaer County Emergency Radio Communication Committee, introduced by legislators Hoffman, Leverage, Harrington, Grimm, and Doran.
All those in favor? Opposed?
15 ayes, 3 abstentions. Mr. Grant, Mr. Maloney, and Mr. Patiri.
P 16222.
P 16222, resolution commending Staff Sergeant Jessica Cruz for being named Airman of the Year, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, Maloney, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16322.
P 16322, resolution commending Jamie DeLine upon receiving the 7 Seals Award, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16422.
P 16422, resolution commending the Averill Park varsity girls basketball team upon an outstanding season, introduced by legislators Leverage, Bendet, Choquette, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16522.
P 16522, resolution commending communications officers Marcy Pfeiffer and Jessica Large for their heroic and life-saving actions, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16622.
P 16622, resolution commending Margie Murphy Choquette, Kendall Hofer, and Peyton Sawyer for qualifying to compete in the Irish Dancing World Championships, introduced by legislator Choquette and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16722.
P 16722, resolution commending Rensselaer County nurses on the celebration of Nurses Week, May 6th through the 12th, 2022, introduced by legislators Bendet, Stahl, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16822.
P 16822, resolution honoring Silver Star banner in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 16922.
P 16922, resolution recognizing April 2022 as Child Abuse Awareness Month in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17022.
P 17022, resolution recognizing May 8th through the 14th, 2022 as National Nursing Home Week, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17122.
P 17122, resolution recognizing May 1st through the 7th, 2022 as Children's Mental Health Awareness Week, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17222.
P 17222, resolution recognizing May 2022 as Mental Health Month, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17322.
P 17322, resolution recognizing Thursday, May 5th, 2022 as National Day of Prayer, introduced by legislator Grant.
All those in favor? Oh, excuse me, go ahead. Sure.
I know this is a fairly innocuous resolution, I know it's been passed probably year after year. I'm not a big proponent of bringing religion into the government place, I did read through the resolution. It contains a lot of language that I think, especially to the people that I represent in the city of Troy, my own neighborhood. Let me just put it this way, in 2021, a few supporting the prayer, while I do support anyone's individual right to engage in it, I just don't think we as a body should be passing resolutions like that. So I asked for my name to be removed from the resolution.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed?
Are all of you, or Cindy? You're going to stay with the prayer? Okay. So,
There's 4 noes and 2 yeses?
no, 13-5. Oh, you are, okay, 14, I didn't see you, sorry. 14-2,
All in favor?
14-4,
Opposed? Okay.
can't count.
P 17422.
P 17422, resolution recognizing April 29, 2022 as Arbor Day, introduced by legislators Casal, Choquette, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17522.
P 17522, resolution proclaiming April 2022 as National County Government Month, introduced by legislators Patiri, Wysocki, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17622.
P 17622, resolution urging New York State Governor Kathy Hochul and the New York State Legislature to examine criminal justice reforms and reverse those policies that allow dangerous repeat criminals to be released immediately after committing a crime. Introduced by legislators Hoffman, Bailey, Leverage, Harrington, Bendet, Casal, Choquette, Fiacco, Grant, Maloney, Patiri, Stahl, Wysocki, Doran, Fleming, Nichols, Weaver, and Zaluski.
Yes.
What had been my intent to vote for this resolution, given what happened in the New York State budget for revisions that have been made, and I would be willing to sign on to a thank you to our governor and to our legislators for the work that they did during that budgeting process. Concerns I've had with, around jail reform, particularly with discovery, have been addressed and what's being done. So for me, this resolution is good, and I'll be voting for it.
Okay. Yes.
The state legislature already did pass reforms to the bail reform, which I think is addressed here, but I also want to just make another comment. This resolution talks about increases in crime. And we know statistically there are increases in crime throughout the country and in New York State. But where we see the most crime in Rensselaer County, we all know, I know there's the South Troy against the world, this feels like the city of Troy against the rest of the county, but the truth is that, we represent the portion of the county that does have the highest crime rate. So it's kind of odd that we've got the other part of the county putting forth a resolution that's, telling us what we have to do here, where we are seeing the crime, where our police officers, and I talk to our police officers, so I know that they're looking for changes. If the bail reform that was passed a few years ago, they feel it's not working, they want to change it. Well, everyone sat down and talk through this, and changes were made. And it seems like, of course, not everyone's going to be fully happy. You've got one set of folks that wanted the entire legislation to get repealed, and you've got other folks that didn't want anything to change because, we all know, it's called criminalization of poverty. Right? Bail affects poor folks more than rich folks. So if you got money, you post bail and you're out, and if you don't have the money, you're in. So the intent of that legislation was originally to allow for folks to not have to stay in jail when they can't afford it. But it had side effects, and of course our law enforcement community has made us all aware of that. I feel like that's something that we should have all talked about, especially because Troy is the city that's, in my opinion, most affected by this type of legislation. So I think it's been handled. We'll have to see, now that it's made it through the budget, how that impacts law enforcement. But I don't find this legislation to be necessary at this point, so I'll be voting against it. I do appreciate it, I think vote for it.
Yeah, I just want to make a comment. I'm not quite sure how much of this is not a true statement at this point, because I'm not sure of the results yet of the effect of what was passed. I think we should keep alive the fact that I do agree with you in your point. Crime anywhere is not good, and there are innocent people whose lives are jeopardized, and they're fearful about where they live. And I also know there's another side to this, I worked in a correctional facility, I ran the correctional facility, and unfortunately, in our society, some of those people that found themselves in the system had other issues they were dealing with, like substance abuse, mental illness. And going to jail actually was the best thing that could ever happen to them because they were seen by professional people there, they were evaluated, they were dealt with, they were turned over to other caring individuals and their family, and they were supported out in the public. I hope they were all successful. I know that that's not actually the way it all turns out, but there's a whole other side to this situation here that is, you know, being forgotten, the way we have our criminal justice set up. So I'm not sure exactly that this, at this point, is neutralized by what occurred with the state legislature. I guess we'll wait and see. It's one of those situations. I guess my statement, you could respect that just like I respected yours in reference to what you said. So we'll take a vote on that. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
12 ayes, 6 noes.
P 17722.
P 17722, resolution in memoriam of William J. Fortin, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, and Maloney and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
P 17822.
P 17822, resolution in memoriam of Michael Laporto, introduced by legislators Grimm, Doran, Fleming, Nichols, Weaver, Zaluski, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
Yes. Sure.
Maybe I don't recall voting on G 126.
Yeah, we
Voting on-
did.
Did we vote on it? I know Tom got up and made a speech, but I don't remember.
We did that. He
We did it
spoke
prior to
after
the time
her.
you stood up.
Okay,
After her.
just want to make sure.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Weaver. Thank you, Ms. Weaver. P 17922.
P 17922, resolution adjourning the April 12, 2022 legislative meeting in memory of Catherine Conley, introduced by legislators Hoffman, Bailey, Fiacco, Grant, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
Anyone for legislative privilege?
I really am disappointed that you guys don't want to move on to the new building that we're looking at, because I think it's going to be a good move for the county. I'm sure that we can accommodate you to see down there when you and Ricky do the Salem City Pool, which I totally believe that. But anyway, I just wish that you guys had a little more oversight.
You could, I just want to stop you for a second. What we do is you can make comment about your feelings about it, but we shouldn't be doing dialogue across. Okay. Anyone else?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
in response, I just want to make it clear that we weren't saying that we were against the move. I think I said that the new Rensselaer, it sounds like a great concept.
Yes.
And that we certainly have to move ahead with Flanagan Square and what's happening to us down there. We just had heard from so many constituents and questions that we need to answer before we go further. There's no roadblock.
I understand. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I'd like to close the meeting at 7 p.m. Thank you very much.